My name is Sister Alicia. It is December 28th, 2023, and this is The Pulse. Today is a strange day in the liturgical year. Here we are in the midst of this festive and solemnitous octave of Christmas, remembering and celebrating the birth of Jesus. And yet the church has us mark this day the feast of the Holy Innocents, those little baby boys that were slaughtered at the direction of King Herod, who feared being overthrown by the newborn baby King Jesus. Why? Why such sorrow in the midst of such joy? Simple. The church wants to remind us that ultimately the cost of following Jesus is everything. Everything. And yet, the suffering can never be greater than the glory. Jesus is with us always, and in a most special way in the Eucharist. So as we remember those little ones who lost their lives because they were associated with Jesus, let us not be afraid of the little and big sacrifices that are presented to us to give us an opportunity to show our love, to show our faith, to show our devotion for Jesus. This week in Heart of the Revival, we have a new essay from Father Emmanuel Mansford for our priests, reflecting on the beautiful experience the priest has in holding the host in his hands and how that connects to the experience of St. Joseph holding baby Jesus. And now for revival news from across the country. In the Diocese of Phoenix, the traditional Honor Your Mother celebration in honor of the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe was modified this year to make the celebration of Mass more accessible for those who would participate in the procession in honor of the Virgin Mary. The outdoor Mass was celebrated by Bishop John Dolan and was preached at by Auxiliary Bishop Eduardo Navarez. The diocesan director for the Office for Hispanic Ministry, Ignacio Rodriguez, said this: "The change has been good because we've been able to get people here to celebrate the Mass, the importance of the Eucharist, and then the procession." In this time of Eucharistic revival, the Diocese of Richmond has something really big to celebrate. St. Andrew's Church in Roanoke, Virginia has been elevated to the status of a minor basilica. The now basilica was built between the years 1900 and 1902 and added to the National Registry of Historic Places in 1972. Bishop Barry Nestout of the Diocese of Richmond celebrated a Mass there on December 3rd. Said the bishop, "With this decree, I hope more individuals will be drawn to visit this special treasure, and in doing so will be drawn more to inquire about our faith. May this basilica continue to be a place of personal encounter with Christ, a place of robust faith formation, and through its beauty, both externally and in the liturgy, elevate the hearts and minds of all who attend Mass here." Congratulations to the Diocese of Richmond for this beautiful moment in the life of their diocese. And now for our Congress moment. This week, I am so happy to share with you a message from my friends Tanner and Allie Kalina.
Hey, I'm Tanner with the National Eucharistic Congress.
And I'm Allie.
And we're the Kalinas.
And for Advent this year, we've been preparing ourselves by going to daily Mass and praying together more as a couple.
And adoration, and we've given it our best go at fasting.
Yeah, we've been trying.
We've tried, we've succeeded sometimes. But on behalf of the National Eucharistic Congress, we want to thank you for all your prayers. Please know that we are praying for you during this special Christmas season, and we can't wait to see you in July.
Merry Christmas!
I just want to remind you of the beautiful Eucharistic Prayer Companion for Peace that we released last week. I find it a perfect way to ready our hearts for the celebration of Mary, the Mother of God, and to welcome in the new year of 2024. And finally, as we wrap up the Pulse for this week, I want to share with you some words from Pope St. John Paul II. Bethlehem, the city where Jesus was born and fulfillment of the scriptures, in Hebrew means house of bread. It was there that the Messiah was to be born, the one who would say of himself, "I am the bread of life." In Bethlehem was born the one who, under the sign of broken bread, would leave us the memorial of his Pasch. On this holy night, adoration of the child Jesus becomes Eucharistic adoration. We adore you, Lord, truly present in the sacrament of the altar, the living bread which gives life to humanity. We acknowledge you as our one God, a little child lying helpless in the manger. On behalf of Bishop Cousins and the Eucharistic Revival and Congress teams across the country, thank you for joining us for the Pulse this week. Count on our prayers for you as we begin this new year in just a few days, living Eucharistic revival together.